Everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to learn how we can create a Dart project in VS Code. If you are a total beginner and you don't know how to create a Dart project, don't worry, we are going to learn step-by-step guides on how we can create Dart projects in VS Code. So let's go. So before we go, I want to let you know that there are two ways we can create even more, but we'll use two ways. We are going to learn two different ways to create our Dart project. The first one is to use terminal, or we use the command palette in VS Code. So let's go. We'll start with the command palette in VS Code. So first thing is to start open the VS Code. So I open my VS Code. So this is my VS Code. My VS Code is open. So what we want to do is to create a new project. So if I do it like this, you see you can open a folder, clone a repository, but we don't want to do that. We want to create a Dart project. So the first step is to, at the top of uh, this VS Code, you can see there is view. You click the view, then there is command palette. Okay, and this command palette, they will type Dart. So you see that new project. There are other ones, collect diagnostic informations, and but what we want is this new project. So click the new project. So after that, we see bare bones, well, we click. Okay, select console application. Select console application. So after selecting a console application, it will direct you to where you will select the folder where you want to place your Dart projects. So you see these are the folders, different folders inside my system. So I'll select Flutter. Okay, I'll go first downloads. Okay, documents. I'm looking for where I kept my folder where I want to place my Dart project. So select Flutter and select for at the below here you see select a folder to create project. So you select, then at this top, that now asks you to enter a name for your Dart project. So I clear this name, and so I'm going to give my project it will rename. So we look at this bottom, take note that project name should be all lowercase with underscore to separate the words. So this means that if I write first project, first project, say the naming convention is not correct, or if I write it this way, first project, the naming convention is not correct. Even if I write it like this, it's still not correct. Even if I remove it, it's not correct. So the correct way is all, it said project name should be all lowercase with underscore. Project name will be all lowercase with underscore to separate the words. So what we'll do is I'll send my first project like this, all lowercase, my underscore first Dart projects. Say Dart projects. So after you see the name is correct and the error is gone, and you press enter. So that's it's creating the project for us. Once it's completed, you see all the folders will come up. So this is the first way to create a Dart project using VS Code. So the second way is we will not use the VS Code. What we will use is the terminal. So let's go. So first we'll close this our VS Code, and if you are using Windows, you go to your menu sidebar and you type command prompt, something like this. Command prompt command prompt. So if you type command prompt, you see the command prompt terminal will come up. Since I'm not using Windows, I'll use terminal. Yeah, for Mac. Once I type terminal, you see my terminal is open. So I use ls to see the different folders that are in my system. But if you are using Windows, don't use ls. Windows doesn't recognize ls, so what you are expected to use is dir dir like this. You say command not found, dir. This is the same result you get if you type ls in your Windows. So in place of ls, anywhere I'm using ls in this code, what you are expected to use is to use dir. So I now enter ls again, ls. Now ls is to see, this command is for you to know the directories, the different directories in your system. So now you see I have desktop directory, library directory, picture directory. This is the same thing as this. See, this is the same thing as this. You see I have desktop, documents, download. So let's keep this one side. Let me keep this one side so that you will understand very well what we are going to do here. So I want to come into this document directory where we have Flutter, projects, and classes. So this is documents. So I write documents, cd documents, and enter. So we have Flutter, project, and classes folder. So if I write ls again, you see this is the Flutter class and project directory. I can create a folder in this terminal here. For example, let me quickly make this command is to create folder. So that folder or that class. So if I press enter, you see that class is automatically created here. I've created a folder instead of creating a folder like this, right? Instead of creating a folder like this, I can from this terminal and quickly create a folder. So let me delete this one. So yeah, once we are in the right directory, so we're already in documents in the right directory. This is where I want to create my Dart project using the terminal. So I'll enter the command that creates templates of console. So after the console, I'm expected to, what we need to do is to enter the project name. So I'll say that project that project say okay, new that new 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 that new that project. new Dart project, then press enter. You see that is creating our project. It's completed already. At this side you see our new Dart project is already created. So I say code new Dart project, enter. Okay, now this command opens our new Dart project in our VS Code. So this is how we can create Dart projects in VS Code using the command palette or the terminal. If there is anything you didn't understand, please go back, watch the video very well, follow through step by step. Don't miss any. If you miss anything, go back and rewatch the video. Thank you. See you in another class.